about this
size. I need that in a reel.
How can I clip it if you keep saying clip that into the reel?
Sorry, say that.
Welcome back to another episode of
Cabernet Chaos.
Cheers.
So, as you guys could see, we have a very, very special guest, a good friend of mine, Romy, joining us today.
It's very nice to have you.
Thank you.
So Romy is a sexologist, and we're just gonna be diving into some sexy, cutesy, demure things. I'll let her introduce herself, and then we'll dive into it.
Okay, so hi guys, my name is Romy. My official title is sexologist, but I'm also specialized in sexuality educator, coaching, and consultant. And I've been doing this for about 3.5 years now. I'm still in the process of getting my third and last certification. And I'm just here to educate people and help people. And yeah, we're going to learn a couple things tonight.
So for the people that don't know what a sexologist is, can you break that down for them?
So basically a sexologist is a combination of someone who has studied sexual education and who also has a background in psychology. I don't have so much of a background in psychology. I took many psychology courses, but what my certification does is I could teach in schools. I could consult in groups. If ever I want to do like a workshop for like vaginal workshops for women, like, you know, women that are going through postpartum, or SA victims on how to, the somatic of your body, like how to, you know, work through the trauma that you've had. And then I also have one-on-one therapy sessions with couples, or just one-on-one with like girls and guys. And my 5-year plan, actually, and really excited for that, is I want to open up a center. And I want my center to have 3 rooms. The first room is going to be my office, where I'm going to take my clients, whether in couples or just solo. The second one is going to be a rented out space for a private doctor. I want it to aim towards women, like sexual health, so maybe a gynecologist of some sort. And then the third one, I want it to be like kind of like an open space, so people can rent it for yoga, Pilates, like stuff like that. And then like maybe in the future, see if I can expand into like an all women's gym. That's like my vision.
I love that.
So we're gonna see, but yeah, that's kind of my story right now.
You have to have a vision. I love that.
Yeah, I have to. My vision has finally come, and now it's like slowly going into the works. But it's a long way. I have a long way to go. But I was actually gonna start my podcast in October, but I was like in the middle of a move, and then this year was like really overwhelming. So I decided to push it to next year. Yeah, probably next October.
Do you make vision boards?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have a huge vision board. I
have vision board parties every day.
So
you're invited.
Vision board. I love that.
Next
I love
month.
that. I'm totally there. I love vision boards. Amazing. Yeah.
Are you smiling?
Sorry, I'm so out of it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm like trying to smile through the pain. That's like I'm just smiling, and all I'm thinking about is my ovaries.
So
I don't smoke anymore.
Well, but hold on. Since when?
It's been 2 years, 2.5 years, but
What?
I'm 3 now.
For what reason? Like just like that?
Because it was putting me in the hospital, girl.
Oh, what the fuck were you smoking?
It was putting me. I have CHS, so it's cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, where it's basically where your body is rejecting the THC. So it doesn't happen all the time. It won't happen every single time I smoke, but after a while, like it could be 6 months, 4 months, 3 months. It would be like a random episode that I would get, and I'd be in the hospital like for 12 hours. It was an episode that always lasted 12 hours exactly, like on the dot.
Damn.
It was 12 hours, and I wouldn't be able to keep anything down. I'd be throwing up. It'd be like a 1-minute cycle of like throwing up. Like I'd stop 1 minute. Okay, I'm cool.
Did you try like edibles? Is it the same effect?
I don't do edibles. I don't like edibles to begin with. I thought it was grabba. Stopped smoking grabba. It still happened. So it's really just the THC in general. And yeah, so I would be in the hospital, and they'd be giving me what they give like chemo patients, like to keep down their throat. Like it was so bad, and I was so dehydrated. And yeah, so it happened to me so many times. And then the last time I just said, I can't keep doing this. Like I'm doing it to myself at this point. Like I know what it is, and I just won't listen.
Yeah.
And it's rough. It's 12 hours of like
No, yeah.
And the
I
only
get
thing that
it.
makes you feel better, and they'll say the only thing that makes you feel better is if you go into a hot shower, because it like it takes the focus, like something with your brain or whatever. The shower pressure on your back only will basically differentiate like the pain, like it like puts the pain somewhere else. So that I'd be falling asleep in the tub. Like that's the only time I'd feel good. So I'd be trying to go to sleep in the tub. That's the only way.
Have you tried like CBD oils maybe?
I've tried CBD oil before, but like I smoke to get high, not
not
to smoke,
like,
right? Like CBD is like you're smoking just to smoke. I feel like you're not smoking to get high. I definitely smoke to get high.
Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't know this.
Well,
what does it feel
since
like?
my
Do
last
you miss
birthday
it?
that you were at,
Yeah, the
which
pink
was
dress.
about 3 years ago.
That was not 3 years ago.
That was when I was 24
ago?
and I'm turning 27.
Damn, getting up there.
I'm getting so old. How do
I said that out loud and it hit me. Low key. So like that was in January, and that February is when I stopped.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Not really. Like I do sometimes more in a stress zone, but like I did when I first stopped, like the first year, like on my best friend's death anniversary I smoked, and that was after from going from February to July without smoking.
Okay.
And I just got so high, and I was just like, this isn't even like, I felt like I was back in high school again. Like it wasn't even fun. Like it wasn't like I wasn't high to be high. Like I had the munchies. I was tripping. I had anxiety.
Oh my
God,
I got get like the munchies.
Yeah, I know, but like I blocked down a box of to myself. Like I was.
Yeah,
like,
I've used Krispy Kreme's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had like 6 all to myself once. It was really bad.
It was.
You like me, girl. I fucked some shit
I'm Krispy Kremes tonight, but
horrible.
No, it's rough.
A whole box of pizza. I just got that shit down. Smoke a split or two. Oh,
right,
baby.
But it was just bad. Like I was tripping. I was in bed like hyperventilating. Like I was just trip. Like it just. I felt like I'm like, you know when people be like, oh my god, weed makes me trip, and I'd laugh at them and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's weed.
Yeah.
I now experience. I've experienced that, so like I can't even judge people who say like it makes them bad trip because I completely
like the paranoia apparently is really bad.
Exactly. So now I'm just like I tried it and I was just like, I don't miss this. I was like, because I was so high, it wasn't what I was used to. Right, I haven't been that high since like high school. So like, I was like,
you started in high school. Jeez, I started in 2020. I was really late.
I didn't start in high school. Like I started social smoking, but it was really like once in a while. I only really started when I got my own place, which is when I was 19, 18.
Okay.
So like I was still I only started in college, like religiously smoking, like buying my own weed and smoking a 7 was when I was in college. When I was at the end of college is when I started smoking.
I was in high school. I used to drive to school with my little bong.
That's diabolical.
I'd hit my bong to go to because we have senior parking like in high school in the States. So it's like I have to go to the senior parking, the kids parking line. And I'd be in there, windows up, butting my thing.
And that shit was illegal back then too.
Oh, for sure.
That's so crazy.
Parking. I remember I'd go to class and my one math teacher, love her down. I remember I was high as fuck in that class. She came out, she brought the flashcards up. She was like, Shalina, what shape is this? I'm a triangle. What shape is this? Square. What shape is this? A hexagon. She said, a what?
Hexagon. Hexagon is crazy.
What is this? I'm like, octagon? None of them were none of that. I was like, oh, fuck. So maybe you should do more flashcards instead of doing what you're doing where you can't even know what your shapes are.
Oh, not her knowing too. That's crazy.
I was in the 10th grade.
She got your ass quick.
She got me good, but guess what? I still came to class high that next day too.
So speaking of weed and drugs and narcotics, stuff like that, what do you feel like plays a role? Like, do you feel like it plays a big role in your libido
100%.
when you're like smoking versus when you're not smoking? Because I know some people who feel like it gets them on, and then I know people who feel like it dries them up.
Did you guys ever watch the show Sex Education?
Yeah, I love that show.
Okay,
I actually love that show.
So
you guys, you're
gonna like it.
It's funny.
What you just asked is what the first person ever had. Do you remember the pilot? That was his issue.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the issue?
So the issue was that he was with his girlfriend and they were having sex, and then she comes, whatever, and then he pretends to come, and he's like, like fake grunts. And then she learns how, she goes, did you just fake it? And he goes, no, don't be stupid, whatever. Takes off the condom, and she looks at it, she's like, well, in English they call it the spunk, like that's the British accent, I guess, like what they do. Anyways, and then she goes, so there wasn't any come in there, and she goes, okay, so they faked it, whatever. So he was struggling a lot. He couldn't figure out how to come. And it turns out it was a mental blockage, and it was combined with the fact that he was smoking too much marijuana.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So what that does was it kind of like, you know how technically what marijuana, what it does to people is like it calms them down. It's slowing down your libido. It decreases your libido. It completely calms your body down to the point where even if you're having sexual activity, it'll be even harder and more like, not harder, but it'll be more difficult and more challenging for you to come at a certain time.
You know, that makes so much sense.
Even us, when we're high,
you know, that
can
makes
take some time.
So much sense.
Really?
I used to be so insecure, and it's so crazy because now that I've stopped smoking weed, I feel like I've been like my best sexual self.
I find I'm my best sexual self when
you're high.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. Because I feel like I have a superpower.
Yeah, like,
I feel like I have a superpower. I was like, ooh, I smoked. Okay, let me show you what I got now.
I'm a little more like zen and calm. Like if I'm not high and it's just like off the regular, like there's so much stuff going through my head. Like I can't just
that's
enjoy
the problem.
it,
and we're women. Things are going through our minds 24/7.
Yeah,
all the time. Doesn't matter. Like doesn't matter. So that's definitely like it definitely. But you see, I was with someone who was smoking every single day, and so we started being intimate high every single time. So then I got used to that type of sexual activity with him, and then it was like I'm having sex sober, and I'm like, it's good. It's just
different.
It's just
you're
cherry on
alert.
top.
You're
you know, I'm too alert of what's going on right now. like I just needed an extra something, and then eventually I started to slow down. I'm like, okay, let's not always be high. I don't need to be high for this. And then I was able to enjoy it. But you see, that was through a lot of communication. That's another thing. Sex will only be good. Like you will only have the best sex of your life if you communicate. Communication is so important. That is important.
She's like, I ain't doing no talking. It's true. You're set it all. Yeah.
No, because it's
I'm not talking about during sex.
No, I know you're
I'm
not.
talking about your partner knows you well because you spoke to them about what you like.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I'm having those conversations of like what I like, you know.
Okay,
but like
it depends.
Like I have one person that
just knows you, right?
You know what? But I don't like him though. Like,
oh my god. Oh my god. No, but I don't like him.
So like,
I mean, you like part of him.
Yeah, but like, you know when I sit back and I think about it,
a part.
I don't really like you. Like when we're done, I'm just like, oh, jeez, I really gave you some pussy, bro.
You know, 5 times. I really gave you.
Favorite eater, but I just say it like you know, it's like he don't do his do every time. You know? But then there's some people where it's just like it's really like mental too, because then I'm thinking like if I don't like you, like I can't.
Do you guys believe in soul ties?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say do you believe it? Okay. Let's say you have that, you have a soul connection mentally, physically with that person. Are you telling me that the sex would not be better with that person than with someone that, yeah, you guys are really great sexually, but there's not much connection intellectually?
Compatibility. You talked
or
about
compatibility.
Oh wait. Maybe I'm not understanding your question, because I can have a soul tie with somebody that I know is not good for me, right?
Okay, I'm talking about a positive soul tie.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about no toxic shit.
No, I ain't got no soul tie. That's what I know. Take me out of that one. I feel like, you know, me and a certain person got a soul tie. And like the sex is great because of the soul tie.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, but it's like we're not good for each other, dude. So
okay, like, then you don't have to be good for each other. But the goal for a perfect relationship, okay, is having a soul tie connection, physically, intellectually, and emotionally. And then your relationship is what's gonna make it so much stronger. But what makes a relationship is a sexual component. If not, you're just best friends.
Okay, well, what about when you're not trying to have a relationship, but you're still trying to have the sexual chemistry?
So a situationship?
Yeah, without, yeah.
So that's what you want. You want the
No, that's not what I want.
I was asking for your situation. Like, you don't want that was just, I was asking.
Like, that's a friends with benefits. But at our age, wait, how old is everyone here?
I'm 30.
31.
26.
I feel like a baby. Okay, I'm 28. Okay, not bad. Like at our age, like late 20s, right? And like early 30s, you've had your fun. You've had your 20s, you've had your teens, you know your body, you know what she likes, you know what she wants, you know what kind of relationship you want. Towards that age, you kind of know yourself, so you know what you're looking for in a partner. You don't need to necessarily look for a copy paste or like your twin or anything. But you know what you have. Let's be honest, we're women, we have a list. Okay, we have our green flag list, our red flag list.
Yeah.
So these lists help us find our partner who helps us find ourselves. And then that's where our sex gets better.
I can take that in. So let me ask you this. What about when you can have sex with somebody that you're actually in a relationship, healthy relationship, it's great. You think the sex is phenomenal, everything. But then, like, let's say you guys break up and you're not in love with the person anymore, and then you go and have sex with them, and then you're like, oh my god, this is actually horrible. Like, why does that happen?
Oh, you're mental. It's
So
all
it was
mental.
the whole
It was
time.
no. It was not mental the whole time. It's like her so they're like, are you hit? Like,
Shane is going through an
yeah.
epiphany right now. She's like,
She's trying to question.
yeah.
She's questioning a lot of shit right now, so she needs some answers.
Okay. So depending on the reason why you ended it with that person, okay? Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I see my ex sometimes pop up on my For You page. Just the sound of his voice turns me off now. But that's because of how things ended. But he was, unfortunately, the best sex I've ever had in my life. Like, so far, no one has compared or like has come like right here type, you know?
Are you in a relationship right now?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we didn't have to.
Oh no. No. Like, also, I'm extremely allergic to people from Montreal. So, ugh.
Not the same thing.
Yeah. Actually, I was actually gonna talk to Jay Shell about it because like I have a little thing going on with someone like long distance, but it's like
long distance queen.
Yeah, I love it. But back to your point. So the sex like that you had with him while you were in a relationship with him is 1,000% different than when you're not in a relationship with him anymore, because you're not taking away the physical, you're taking away the emotional and the emotional and the intellectual connection you had with this person, which changes everything. Which for me was why the sex with him was so good, is because he was like my twin. We just read each other. We knew, also we were together for so many years, so we had sex 10, 20,000, like a lot.
He, like, knows you.
So he knew me instantly. But if I were to sleep with him right now, my body's changed. Things like a lot of things about myself have changed, and I also just do not find him attractive anymore.
Oh, wow.
Not even to that point where once you get to know someone and when they show you your true colors, you're just like, not even.
So what would be your advice to like couples that basically, or I guess people too, that like lack education regarding like sexual dysfunctions and like understanding that in their bodies and stuff like that?
Wait, repeat the first part.
Like, what would be your advice for people that have experienced, like, whether they're in like a relationship or single, like sexual dysfunctions?
So let's say you don't have access to a sexologist or a sex and relationship therapist. Believe it or not, but there's this website that I'll probably like put a link to that actually helped me, because I didn't have anyone to talk to when I was struggling at one point. And there's this website where you can ask therapists questions and stuff, but you also like, you can't go around asking questions when you have to kind of find it within yourself too. So you have to sit with yourself and be like, okay, do I like this? No. Do I like when someone does this to me? Yes. Okay. So then you write these things down. You're like, okay, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. Have I communicated that I like this and that I don't like that? And then you bring it into the relationship, and then you bring it into the sex that like you have with people. But sexual dysfunctions is obviously what we specialize in, but it's different for every person. Like, let's say someone can't ejaculate. A guy can't ejaculate after only like 45 minutes. And for us ladies, 45 minutes, we're like, I'm on the name, like, we're just like, okay, can you wrap it up? Okay? Because if it's like only penetration for 45 minutes and you're not mixing it up a little bit, then you're just like, Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? Every woman is different. Women love the long rounds. Other women like the shorter rounds. But for example, a man that can only in 45 minutes, it causes a problem in his relationship with his female partner or male partner. Okay, and then someone else that can't come off head, which aggravates women a lot. Women kind of blame themselves. I'm saying women, like I'm not talking about us. I'm saying like Jay Shaw's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Because it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong.
but it's
but
not.
Then in their head, like I've had this conversation where it's like, you think you're doing something wrong, but in their head they're just like, no, it's not you. They're just not thinking about, like, they're going through their whole own battle in their head that we're not thinking about.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? So what we might think as long, like, shit, well, I'm tired of sucking dick, like it's been too long, or whatever.
Oh yeah, things go
like,
through your head.
like,
You're there, like
they're thinking like,
I'm like, shit, I gotta do the groceries.
Yeah,
like
right.
I really start just talking
you know,
to
and we
myself.
might think like, well, what am I doing wrong? But in their head, they just don't want to come.
Yeah.
Like they just don't want to come.
But do you know where that derives from?
What?
Porn.
Ooh, that's deep.
Interesting.
How many pornos have you seen that a guy comes off only head and not sex?
That's true.
It's usually sex, right? It's usually intercourse with either one girl, two girl, three. It doesn't matter, but it's always sex. So men, I'm not saying that this is only for the men that have watched a lot of porn, but whenever you do watch porn that much, you say to yourself, I'm not gonna come off head. I want to come off sex, or let the girl go down for like a long time. Be like, nah, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm like, it's off tonight. Like I don't feel like it, or it's good. It's fine this way. A girl's gonna be like, the fuck, no, you didn't like finish. I feel bad. I should, like, it's annoying. It's annoying.
But then I also realized that some people just don't, like, some men, I feel like a lot of men who are like spiritually in tune with their body and understand their body to a certain extent don't want to come because they realize how much energy it takes.
What is it called? It's called semen retention.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yep.
So
yep.
what do you think
so
about that?
So semen retention is also it's a stupid thing. What's the thing called in November? No Nut November or some shit.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
it's a
November is like a
stupidest
month where like you're not supposed to nut. It's like
and then isn't that also like no beard or
Movember.
Movember. Okay, so November was like a month. I don't know why they chose November. I guess it's because of the title and the lettering. But I found it stupid at first, and then I realized 30 days without ejaculation, meaning no masturbation, no sex, no porn, none of that, is actually really, really good for the right people.
Yeah.
There are some people that need to release on a daily, on a weekly, bi-weekly, people, because let's say you're just someone who's chilling at home, you're smoking, you got a low job, but you don't go to the gym. You don't go out, you don't interact with people. All that pumped up energy that like you're going to be like, no, I need to release it, and it's going to be even harder. So guys that go to the gym, guys who go to the gym almost every day need sex much less than guys who don't go to the gym. Because they're not like, what's the word?
Jen is like, something adding up.
Like, okay, I want your input on this. What's your input on this?
No, well, like I know someone that goes to the gym pretty often, a couple times a week, but that person is really like
sexually active.
Not sexually active, but they always want sex.
Like hypersexual.
Yeah.
No, they exist. I'm just saying, on average, someone who does technically go to the gym more, there's a word I'm looking for and I can't find it. When you I feel like it's only in French.
What is it in French?
Translate?
Like energy, like you
exude?
Is it exude? Is it exude?
I feel like it's exude, but I could be wrong.
What is the word? Like you release energy, but what's the other word for release? Can't figure it out. Anyways, it's I started going to the gym, and then like when not now now I'm getting back into it next week, but when I was going to the gym regularly, I was like, oh my god, I have like so much energy for the gym but nothing else. Like I'm good. I'm tired, but it's definitely, that's one of the reasons why like No Nut November was put into place as well. It was really smart and stupid thing at the same time, but guys did it. But you can't really hold them accountable because you're not there at night, in the morning, in the shower. You don't know if they're actually doing it, if they went through with it or not. But the No Nut November thing was it was smart. It's smart, but like
you said, like I feel like it's for a different type of people. Like I realized it. it builds like in relationships, I would say, I feel like it builds a different type of dynamic because one, I feel like the person is often more active, they're more focused, they're more driven because they're not focused on that. And I did realize, like, especially like dating an athlete or whatever, when they come before a game, it changes their whole game.
Oh my god, yeah, Jesus.
Like, you know what I mean? And I remember that was a thing.
Oh my god,
that was a thing. Like, I wasn't allowed to have sex the night before a game because it would change their whole performance. And then it happened one time, and I was able to see, like, it really does.
Oh wow.
My god, yeah.
I feel like us women don't actually realize or take in consideration, obviously, because we're not men, but we see it as, okay, they're just busting a nut, but it's so much more than them just busting
I don't
a
feel
nut.
like that.
No, but I'm saying, like,
takes a lot out of me, baby.
But some people might not know how much it takes out of it's not the same type of feeling, right?
It's not.
So we have an orgasm or whatever the case is, but we could bust a nut, we could have an orgasm.
Yeah, why do you think that we can come?
Why
do you think that we can come like 7 times a night, and they can only do like once or twice, maybe 3 times, depending on the time gap? But athlete part, 100% accurate. My first and only boyfriend was in college. He was a basketball player. let me just say, like, I didn't know like that was a whole thing. I was 17, 18, and then it's Wednesday and the games are on Thursday, and then he goes, no, like, I can't. I said, why? He goes, no, because it's right before a game. I said, no, your game's tomorrow. He goes, you don't understand. I can't, like, not before a game. And he just never explained it to me. So I just thought I was doing something wrong until I did my own research and I understood that, like, keeping all of that like in and whatever, and it kind of helped them, kind of give them like a boost. Yeah, like an what is it? Enhancement. Yeah. So I learned that the hard way. I don't remember. But anyways, that's it's true though. It's 100% true what you're saying. It's super valid.
I have a question for you. So, two things. For one, for women with low libido, like naturally, like, or maybe they're just working all the time or something, they feel like, because I feel like a lot of women, we think there's something wrong with us, and that's a thing whenever we don't have like a high sex drive or whatever, we're not in the mood, or it takes us it's a little harder for us to get wet or something, or get in the mood. What would you recommend for females to do to naturally boost their libido?
Okay, well, that's actually a perfect example, and I will bring porn back into that, okay? Because porn is what made us women believe that the way we're having sex or our libido is the reason we started like let me put it, hold on. We started indirectly comparing ourselves to these girls. How did they get so wet so fast? How can they last this long? How come they're always ready to have sex? So let's start with the fact that right now we're at the end of November. We're in seasonal depression. Okay, so every woman's libido, if some of them get affected by it, but some of them don't. Seasonal depression affects women more than it does men. So it affects our libido. So I had a colleague who just called me asking me, what the hell? Like, I don't even want to have sex with my boyfriend. I'm still attracted to him, but I'm not like with it. A lot of things can counter in. It depends if you're on antidepressants, if you're on medication. But women also, we just tend to we're just women. We're just people who stress more than men. In general, we have to think about other people. You have to think about, your daughter, your friends, or everyone. Like, you automatically just have to think about, you're putting people before yourself. So that's one. It's stress. That's bringing your libido down. It's like anxiety, and it's about like the fact that, in order to get your libido back up, exercise help, meditation, like to reduce your anxiety, your stress, your depression. Because the thing is, when it comes to your sexuality, your anxiety is in your head, but your depression is on your body. And your depression is what affects your libido. So when you're right now in seasonal depression, we have less daylight, the weather's changing, people are becoming a little bit more down, we're not outside as much as we are in the summer. We don't have as much joy. So I also recommend vitamin D, because we lack a lot of vitamin D in the winter time, and that helps you with your energy. It's going to help you get a spark of boost back. But it's also communication with your partner. So your partner is also going to feel like you're not as active, or you don't want to, like, you know, you don't initiate it as much, but you have to explain that it's not him or it's not her. It's really, I'm stressing, I just need to calm down. Sometimes weed helps, not that I want to encourage it, but weed helps sometimes. Maybe a sip of wine, relaxing a little bit, and then you can slowly get back into it. But women who choose to be in long distance relationships, for example, okay, they are okay with having sex once or twice a month because they've got so much shit going on. They're busy. They don't focus on just that. And then you have women. Hold on.
Let her land.
And
Let her
then
land.
you have women who want to see their partner as much as they can. They want to be with them 24/7. They move in together. But you know, that's another thing. I'm gonna kind of deviate a little bit. People think that when two people live together that they have more sex than
We
before.
just talked about this. Yeah.
And believe it or not,
It's so far from the truth.
and not it, you know, there's no good or bad thing when it comes to that, but living with the person does not necessarily mean that's all you're going to be doing.
Absolutely.
Either. It has all to do with your lifestyle and your routine. And when women like go through a decrease in libido, what I recommend, so like I said, was vitamin D. I recommend like meditation, you know, whatever you can do. That little exercise is super
What
important.
about ashwagandha? I've been hearing a lot of
Okay,
people talk
so
about that.
you could take that. That is encouraged, but you can't mix it with whatever other medication you're taking it. So a lot of people do take it, but these are people who do not have any other vitamins. They don't take it like supplements or anything, because that is something that is strong, very strong on its own. I did my research, and you know, unfortunately, I can't take it because I take a lot of medications and supplements. But I did hear that it does help. But in reality, it's really about like a routine. Women, we need a routine, but men need a routine too. But women, once we stick to a good routine, we can incorporate sex into our routine. The older you are, though, the more you're going to see that you're almost scheduling sex. Like, you're like, you know, tonight is date night. Tonight, it's funny, but I was watching this podcast with Mel Robbins, and she was talking to a sexologist on that website, on the web podcast, and then she said, I think her husband's Chris. She goes, Chris and I are very busy. We have very opposite schedules. So what we do is a couple times a month, we schedule a time where we're going to have sex. And then
China's like, I can never.
So you okay, think about it. Yeah, right now it sounds a little bit funny. It sounds a little bit like stupid, and you're like, oh, it's rehearsed. Like, why do we have to do it then? But if you don't, you will not have sex with your partner for a while. Like, you're gonna have to kind of.
You won't even realize.
You won't even realize. Like, you can go a month sometimes if you have kids. If you have like, if he does nights and you do days, like it gets really messy if you do long distance. Oh, I didn't get a flight this month, next month. But like long distance, that's a whole other topic for after. But that's like scheduled sex is really when you become older, like you know, late 20s, early 30s, kids, no kids, doesn't matter. Some people, I think that I've seen it. Like, I know a friend of mine who does it, and she goes, it's perfect. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I'm not feeling good. Sometimes I'm on my period or he's out of town, but then we schedule phone or FaceTime. But we always make sure that we prioritize our relationship, and then we keep going with our life. So, yeah, definitely.
Jenna,
What?
you want to get me a little dope?
Can you get us?
And we're gonna get into a little game. A little game that Romy has made for us.
Yes.
How sweet
Okay.
of her.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So this is myth or fact.
Okay.
Okay. With a spin-off of like sexuality a little bit.
Are you gonna read a thing and we tell you if it's a myth
Yes.
or a fact?
Okay.
I'm ready.
And there's no stupid answer. There's like, stop laughing. I'm serious, because a lot of these, even when I first played this game with my colleagues, I was like, I didn't know this, and so no, we're gonna learn. Okay. Myth or fact? You can get pregnant without penetration.
Fact.
Myth.
Fact.
It's a fact.
Oh.
Why do you think it's a myth?
Well, I mean, there's IF, like the IVF and stuff like that.
Oh, we're not
but I
talking
wasn't
about
trying-
scientific terms.
I know.
When I said fact, I was thinking all science.
Yeah.
I was thinking all science.
Okay, and why do you think it's a fact?
I was thinking more like insemination and stuff. Like that is like it's not sexual penetration. It's still a penetration.
I'm not talking about science. I'm talking about two
but
people just having sex.
I said yes, but technically you could still get pregnant without penetration because if he ejaculates on you and the semen and you guys some strong ass fucking swimmers, they can still get inside and you can still like by chance get in.
So
pregnant.
it can be on your fingers. It can be pre-cum.
Yeah.
It can be orally as well.
You can get pregnant orally.
What?
Oh, hell
I know you fucking lying.
No, I need a fact check on it. What do you mean?
Okay.
So when people be swallowing, you could get pregnant?
No.
You need to be clear. You mean like orally as if like if they had come and then kissed or like whatever and then put it on you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
No, I don't understand.
So they had come on their mouth and they ate you out. You can
or like
so let's say
or like you sucked their dick. You sucked their dick. They came in your mouth. They kissed you and then went down on you.
Yeah. Went down on you what though?
So like
you
came in my mouth, right? Then you kissed me, and then you went down and ate me out. The cum could still be in my mouth, on my mouth, could go on your mouth.
See, this is not what I'm understanding. What do you mean? If a girl there's a girl and a guy.
Yes.
Right? The girl comes on
the guy comes in my mouth. Okay. Then the guy kisses me with the cum. That's still technically in my mouth, right? And then goes and eats my pussy.
Oh, from the
yes. Yeah. Are you understanding now?
Rare.
Are you understanding now?
No, that's crazy.
The maths are
that's too crazy.
That's a little hectic because
you're holding
guys. But it's happened. It's happened. Studies have proven that is how it happens. It's rare because guys, the minute you do that, they're like, you don't even go anywhere.
Those girls that got pregnant,
they're nasty as fuck.
That's God's favorite right there.
Yeah.
You got pregnant off of the cum from the mouth?
Yeah.
Now you're trying to be safe and just do oral and you got pregnant? Now.
Okay. Question 2.
Okay.
Myth or fact? You can get an STI even if both partners look clean.
Fact.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Okay. Why is it a fact?
Nowadays you can get a STI from anything. So
you cannot pee.
Okay, so the reason why that's a fact is because STIs are invincible. There are some people that are asymptomatic, which means that you just don't have any symptoms. You can have chlamydia, you have HPV, you can have herpes and not have any symptoms to the naked eye. But if you have sex with a partner without protection, okay, because the condom doesn't go all the way down, and then let's say the guy has like some blisters or he has chlamydia like on the down to the exactly, and the condom doesn't go all the way down. Calm down.
God forgive me. God.
Basically, you can transmit it, but you cannot only base off what your body looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I don't have sex.
Oh my God, that's just too much. Oh, blisters and all that.
Okay.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
With a kid.
You can literally. St. Mary over here.
Yeah. It was from me coming.
You're the 1%, huh? You're the 1%.
I cannot.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right.
Question 3. Myth or fact? The withdrawal / pull-out method is an effective form of birth control.
Absolutely.
Okay, we know that.
Yeah, we know that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Myth or fact? You can't get pregnant during your period.
That's a
Myth.
That you can't get
You
pregnant?
can get pregnant.
That's a myth.
Yeah, you can.
So it says that it's a lot less likely, but it's still very possible.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Okay. HPV is the most common STI. Fact or myth?
That's human papillomavirus?
Yeah.
That's the most common.
Don't we
one,
get
though?
a vaccine for that?
I don't know if that's the most
So
common.
the HPV virus is the one that in high school all the girls got vaccinated for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's the most common.
No,
one, though,
I don't think
is
it's the most common.
It is.
Oh, I thought
really?
chlamydia would be.
No. No, because chlamydia is something that you don't get a vaccine for. It's a pill you take. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, you get tested at the clinic. HPV, you can't see it. You don't have any symptoms right away. You have to get tested. You have to do blood work. And then, like, let's say they find it, they vaccinate you.
Oh, shit.
And there's, like, I think 3 vaccinations you have to go, 3 processes of vaccinations you have to go through. Because some girls in high school didn't get vaccinated.
This whole time I thought HPV was like something women just take just because they didn't say it in
Yeah,
in
they
high
literally
school.
Oh, they
like,
don't
you're
tell you
getting
anything.
vaccinated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you know
just
what
tell
the
you that you have a consent
They
form
did at
sent to the
Westmont, no?
house.
Yeah, they did at West Palm, but
Okay.
they never said, they said a vaccine. So I was like, okay, vaccine like
Right.
AIDS
Yeah.
and hepatitis.
But
I
some
didn't know-
some girls that still they had they got vaccinated, they still got the HPV virus. But you know how they got it?
From the virus.
From a man.
Oh.
It became
From the vaccine.
it became. I mean, yes, they got it from the virus. But even now, men are having it more and more and more. It's becoming more common in men as well.
Oh wow.
And what are
Yeah.
you like? There's no symptoms for it, like how, like you said. Like
So the
just nothing?
HPV symptoms, I can't remember exactly what the symptoms are because we didn't really study that much into
I feel like they
it.
don't talk about that.
We don't
Yeah,
talk
no.
about that much because all you do is you get vaccinated and then you're
Mhm.
less likely to get it again.
Yeah.
But if you only can do some research, but I think
That's
it's
crazy.
the basic ones
So
like
I could do a quick Google.
This
search.
whole
Yeah.
time I didn't know. I thought this was a vaccine.
Okay, symptoms can include genital or anal warts, can be small, flat, or cauliflower shaped, and may be itchy or bleed. Less commonly, some person. Okay, no. But yeah, that's really what they're saying. In women, cervical changes.
Okay, so there you go. Thank you for reminding me. So what they do is that they do a oh my god, what's the name? Where they go in the
Pap smear?
pap smear.
Yeah, when they put the.
That's why we do pap smears. We get pap smears every 2 years. So what they do is they take a sample and they bring it to the lab, and when it's abnormal, that's when they give you the result of whether it's HPV or not, and then which kind, and then you get vaccinated according to. But technically, the virus is still in your body, but you're not likely to transmit it because you got vaccinated for it. So I'm not saying you're safe, but just you know that you have it, and it's not something that you're gonna like.
Yeah.
Die
Okay,
from.
next question.
Okay. Fact or myth? The clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings.
Fact.
Okay, so it is a fact, but technically it has over 12,000.
Well, it's higher, 8,000 and higher.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
That's crazy.
But that is crazy. And then I remember, I think I saw a meme somewhere says the clitoris has 8,000 nerves, and men tend to get on that one fucking nerve that like we cannot stand. Some shit like that. It was so
that's
funny.
fucking right.
I like
Okay.
that.
All right, myth or fact?
Out of all these fucking nerves, I chose the ones that pissed me off.
Most women orgasm through penetration alone.
That's a myth.
That's a myth because I'm the opposite.
It's a
Sloppy
fact.
top.
She said it's a fact.
That's a fact.
I think it's a fact.
That
Why-
they're
When
When
only.
you say
Wait,
that
are we saying-
most or
Most women orgasm through penetration alone.
I guess
Oh, I
that's a
guess
fact.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm the
Yeah.
unicorn.
The
So it's a
1%.
myth,
Oh, okay.
okay? Because 70 to 85% of women need clitoris
Okay, I know that's
penetration
right.
as well as vaginal penetration.
What's
Yeah.
clitoris penetration?
When you just get in head.
When it's
would
getting
be,
head.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No?
Well,
Oh,
it could be,
oh.
but I mean, like,
So
when you're
what's
focused on the
clitoris
clitoris.
penetration? Let me
I was gonna say, getting head. would be
So
clitoris.
basically, it's no, because it's not just the tongue that goes on the clitoris; it's the fingers too. Some
No,
women can't
sorry.
just come off like oral head or whatever. So you have to like either use your thumb or your index, and then the penetration at the same time. You know how you've had sex once
I
and
wish I had a vagina.
the guy like
Yeah.
or the guy's it's actually stupid. It's not stupid. It's funny. Guys, I feel like most of them find it insulting if we start to like
Touch
play with ourselves
Yeah.
while they're all up in it doing their thing. But it's not, and then you have to explain like it's not you, it's just this is how I like it and I don't think you can do this.
Yeah.
So then they get upset. So then you're like, okay, show me. The right guy will say, show me.
Mhm.
So then but the clitoris is like hard to find for some people,
Mhm.
and we know where it is because we know our body, and
we can feel our body. in
we
the
can
moment.
feel our
Yeah.
body. But what they think is it's just you just like go on top and go like that. No. You've got the skin to pull back,
Mhm.
and then you go with your tongue, with your fingers. But while you do that and you penetrate, that's like fireworks for a woman.
Mhm. I know that one.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god. All right. Myth or fact? Men have a G spot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a fact. They do.
Okay. Where is it located?
In their ass.
Okay. Well, we use prostate, but sure. It's like a few centimeters away from the rectum, and the ass is good
men out
too.
here thinking you're a botch man because you like a little.
I mean, I was very scarred. Like, side note, I had an ex that was telling me, like, he's experienced, like, girls, like, eating his ass and, like, doing that stuff. And I was just I was turned off as soon as he told me that. But that's your preference. That's, like, like, I don't judge. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I was just curious. I was like, what position do you get it? And, like,
I don't know.
The door is up.
He showed me, girl.
The door is up position.
He showed me. He laid back and threw them.
The door is up. That's Bobby Schmurda. That's the one. That's the door is up. When your legs are up, that's the door is up.
Oh, that I've never heard that term before.
Yeah,
doors up. I learned
It's
something
because,
new
so
today.
yesterday so Bobby Schmurda went on an interview.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like I forgot the name of the interview. Like he did like a podcast, and they said, "Have you ever had your doors up?" And he was like, "What the fuck is that?" And the guy basically explained like, "It's when your legs are up." And he was like, "No." He's like, "I got my ass ate though." And then he's like, "When my legs weren't up." He's like, "My legs were." He's like, "I have a video of it." It was actually the funniest podcast. Shout out to Bobby Schmurda because that fucking podcast was hilarious. I laughed all the time. He's like, "I had my legs out like this the whole time," and she used her chin to go under. She was like, she used her chin to go under, and she got in there.
Oh my
but
god!
His legs did not go up. He swore he put that on his mama. That his legs didn't go up.
Look, there's nothing like a person's sexual like kinks and a person's sexual like fetishes does not say anything about who they are because it's like sex is sex and you are one person. But sometimes people associate, oh, you're like that, yeah, you're like this, or no, I associate you to like a bum, or like no, like they kind of associate them. So that's why like a lot of guys don't talk about whether or not they like that.
Before you even go into your next question, that's a good question. I mean, that's a good thing that you spoke on that I want to ask a question about. When it comes to people's like sexual fantasies and like kinks and like how do like from I guess like a sexologist, but like how is people supposed to navigate that? Like I know some people are like scared to be like, I want to suck your toes, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very difficult depending on each partner's sexual experience. So let's say you're someone who has only had like 5 or 6 people, and you guys have done the general positions, nothing too crazy, and then you're with someone who has multiple partners who have tried many things and wants to try them with you. It's back to communication. You have to communicate that properly. You can't just say, this is how I want it, can you do it? You're going to be scared, and then you're going to feel forced to do it, and you're like, shit, like if I don't do it, he's probably going to go cheat and get it from someone else.
you don't really want to
so
do that.
You don't want to do that. So what you do is you find ways, and you kind of like work it, and then you kind of meet in between. That's actually what this is a problem I've had with a client of mine. So whoever I'm going to talk about, like they've disclosed that I can't tell their story, they wanted so my client really liked it when there was heat on his chest. So he wanted his partner, who was a female, to pee on his chest. And she was not comfortable with that. She said, I don't see why you like it. And she started like criticizing him and insulting him. But then through some therapy sessions with him, we found the reason behind why he wanted that kind of heat on him. So she still wasn't comfortable doing it. And then what we did was we decided to use a different method of heat to apply during sex. She's like, is this okay? Like, are you okay with this kind of heat, it not coming from my bodily fluids? And it turned out that he was okay with that as well. And that's something he compromised with her, but it's about communication. You were going to say something.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still on the peeing part.
I'm just curious, the heating though. What is that, like a heating pad they switched to?
Yeah, I was wondering too.
Yeah, like what would you do?
It's an oil. It's an oil.
Oh, okay. Like the warming oils.
Yeah.
That actually sounds.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart. That's a good compromise. Okay, so now what is a compromise, or what is something that you could think about when the person refuses to give you head? Like they don't believe that's like their thing. Like it's against. And I know we have friends in common that refuse to do that. Like they refuse to do it, and I'm like, I feel so bad for their partner. So how do you navigate where you're like a woman who either has never tried it or would want to experience that, but you're with someone who refuses to do something that might be the only way that you could come, or it might be the only way that you could orgasm, but they don't want to do that.
I know exactly. First of all, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Shout out to you.
because guys, those guys are very okay. Guys like that say I don't give head. Usually, the end of that sentence is I don't give head to a girl that's not my girlfriend.
Or what about no? We're talking about. It's
but
your girlfriend.
let's say it's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Majority of men don't do that because, and some girls don't do that either. They don't give head because they're like, you're not my man. So that's a little bit more intimate to get to the relationship part. But I've had someone who had that problem. So she had sex with this guy for about 6-7 months. He would not go down on her and whatever. And then so she did something that I told her she should do, and he got really mad at me. I told her to stop giving him head. So I said, you don't get head, he doesn't get head. And then again, communication. They spoke about it. It's all about whether or not there's always a reason why someone does not want to do something. You can't just say I don't want to do it because there's always a story behind it. There's always a reason behind it. Eventually they communicated. They spoke about a bunch of things, and they said, and he was clear to her. He goes, it's just because I've had bad experiences with it. Girls that don't clean, girls that don't shave, girls that where it smells bad or it tastes bad. And so together they like took a shower, together they tried different products. Mind you, she didn't put anything inside. That's okay. You don't put anything in there. But they went through a whole process of, they really like took it step by step. They took it step by step, and then eventually he got comfortable, and then eventually he did it. But if you have a partner who says, no, that's it, that's not what I'm doing, you guys have to find an alternative. Because if your partner cannot come off anything else, you have to find an alternative. But every relationship is different, so I can't give you an answer that like
and just
always it, because when I mean communication, you don't have to talk like during sex. It's just like you talk before, like you get to know someone, you're flirting, you're talking all night, and then you talk to them about, so this is what I like, these are my do's and don'ts, this is what I don't like, this is what I've done, this is what people have called me, this is what I don't want to do, this and that. So already the sex is going to be much better than what it could have been if the person didn't know who you were as a person and sexually what you liked.
I think as I got older too, like dealing with some men, like I was trying to be like okay with the like I don't give head, like it's okay, like now that I got older though, it's like no, like you don't give head, like I don't want to fuck you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all
like,
to do with our age.
Yeah, like
that is all.
I'm like
early 20s. Yeah. Early 20s me would be like, okay, it's fine.
I just don't get no head.
But now I'm just like, why the fuck do you deserve? Yeah. But I don't. What?
I'm supposed to give up this nice little precious little thing I got over here, and you don't want to come suck on it? Are you crazy?
And when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you crazy?
I'm not about to give that up.
Yeah, you're mine. But yeah, I agree because I'm very on my don'ts. Like,
yep.
That's off rip before anything. Like, I don't do that. I don't like that. Don't play with that because then it's over.
Yeah, exactly. But you see, you're older now. Yeah. You know what you like.
You're too quiet over there.
I like to be quiet.
Don't do my don't.
You need to.
You're just smiling and laughing.
I need to hear what you have to say about all this.
On what?
On everything.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just listening.
I know that's right.
Okay. All right.
No questions.
No questions. I don't have. You asked my question for me.
Oh, my bad.
Myth or fact?
Trying to help people
bigger
out.
Doesn't mean better.
Fact. That's a fact. Bigger does not mean better.
Oh, that is a fact.
That is a fact. Big facts.
Big facts. Again, it's about like the fit, the technique, the communication, the arousal, all of that. Then not the size.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not to like get into like client business or whatever. Have you ever encountered someone who was like a nub?
What's a nub?
What's a nub?
Like smaller than a shrimp.
Oh shit.
Or like cooked shrimp.
Or
like how do you navigate that? Like how do you navigate? Like I understand like they say okay you could compensate in other places, but like how do you navigate having someone with like a cooked shrimp?
Okay.
And then can't can't please you orally either.
Mhm.
It's like, what do you do?
So there is a condition called micropenis. Okay, it's about the size of my middle finger.
That's
Okay.
micro.
That's micro.
Oh,
Okay.
I would think it's smaller.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
would still think smaller.
No, micropenis is about. Well, I mean, look, there's different sizes, but this is on average. Okay.
For a micro.
For a micro, and it's an actual. Keep measuring. You can keep measuring.
And you
And
have to put it there too, so that's
Yeah,
pretty
put on the
accurate.
scale.
Yeah, I agree.
so
Not that it's accurate.
I wouldn't know. You know.
listen. Sometimes so basically it is a condition that I think, I don't know the percentage. I would say like 13 or 15%.
So sad.
It's sad, but they do figure out a way to still please their partner. There are people who are in relationships with micropenises.
100%.
Okay.
Everyone deserves love.
So the thing is, we have like the back of our cervix. Okay, when you have an above average size equipment that you're dealing with, it'll hit your cervix. Sometimes it feels really good. Sometimes it's like, oof, too much.
Don't like that.
But when you're getting fingered, technically they're not going all the way down. They're touching the vaginal walls. So no matter the length of the size of your penis, you're still touching the vaginal walls. So there's a technique, and there's there's a technique and a certain movement to do that they have to learn kind of what to do when they're having sex. There's also the oral component, there's like the fingering, and then there's sometimes I have read somewhere, I haven't met anyone yet, but I have read that they just put a strap on.
Guy?
Yeah.
I know you fucking lying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I read somewhere
That is diabolical. I might as well fuck a bitch.
yeah.
A woman.
read that.
Sorry, but
I thought you just said everybody needs love. Why you doing that?
Yeah.
I'd rather take your small dick than for you to fuck me with the strap on.
Yeah,
I
no,
could
that's
find a
crazy.
finer, better
But listen,
woman.
this is for people who are okay with that kind of fetish.
But I mean,
They're
some
okay
people
with
like
that.
getting pegged,
It
right?
could be
Some people
considered
like
one.
getting
It could
pegged.
be.
Like some men like getting pegged, right? And that would
Yeah.
be when a woman puts on a strap on.
Mhm.
So that could be it's like some niggas be getting pegged out here, bro.
But I
Niggas
None
be
that
getting
I know,
pegged
but-
out here.
But if you're getting pegged by your girl,
Your
that
favorite nigga be getting pegged.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Let me stop.
I feel bad for you.
Clip it.
So if you're getting penetrated by your woman and you're a man, that doesn't make you gay?
Oh, such a good question. Okay. A lot of people automatically say, okay, no, that's super gay, whatever. But when people say that's super gay, we relate it to social media, to porn, to like basically your sexuality and today's norm. But this is just a pleasure, a sexual pleasure that you have. It doesn't necessarily mean you identify with the LGBTQ community. It doesn't mean you identify with having a kink. It's just something that you have discovered yourself is how you're able to come.
Okay.
Because it is true that a man's G-spot is in his anus.
Yeah, we said that.
So technically speaking, yes, men have sex. Like, I don't remember who it was who made a joke. I think my cousin or someone made a joke, turned around and goes, gay men be having the best sex because they be hitting the G-spots
100%.
all the time.
I agree. I
Right?
agree. They probably have the best sex of life.
So she turns around, she goes, I would not be surprised if 90% of these men just be doing it on the down low, you know, like as a joke. But that is just something that he has this is when someone is used to or comfortable with the strap on, it just means that they have explored a lot and they finally found something that
they
for
like.
someone else is unethical and weird and gay, but for him it's like, this is it, this is what I love and this is what I want to keep doing.
I don't want to judge anybody, so I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm just going to say it's not for me.
No, it
I think
doesn't.
you're a little too experienced for me.
Okay, so speaking of like, maybe that's just what they like or strap-ons and stuff. Like, how do you like? You know, some people talk about introducing toys.
Yeah, so
while
that was
you're
gonna
having
be
sex?
the next part. You know how we were talking about how women play sometimes with themselves while they're mad.
Mhm.
So the toy. Sometimes when you bring a toy during sex,